Hey everyone, today I thought I'd just go through a quick video to show you all of the different Trace Elliot amps that I've got in my possession at this moment. So I've made a video on pretty much every single one of them, and I'll link that down below so that you can go and find those different videos. So this is just a quick run through to show you what I've got, a quick talk about these amps, and then you can go and find the links to the various videos that I've made previously. Okay, so just spin the camera around. Okay, so first off, this amp on the bottom here is an AH600X, and it's part of the Series 6 range. As you can see there, it's got the GP12 graphic EQ on there. Unfortunately, one of the sliders has snapped. Still works, but it's snapped off. It was in that state when I got it. It does have the black light there at the front as well. This actually has some interesting sort of outputs on the back. You can send high and low outputs to different cabs. It's pretty awesome actually. Oh look, that graphic one as well, that's snapped, but again that slides still, it's just it got snapped off somehow. So that's that one. That one's fully functioning, works really well. It's a beast of an amplifier, and if you have a look at the video for that one, you'll see the size of the capacitors inside it. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, and then moving up to this amp here. So this one is a GP12 SMX 300 watt. Now this one came with the bipolar bear power section in it. When I bought this, it had actually blown up. So I spent some money having the preamp fixed and also the bipolar bear fixed in this amp. It failed again. I fixed it myself the second time. And then I bought a replacement amplifier board from a guy in the UK. But unfortunately I've had a bit of drama with that as well. So it's got the bipolar bear back in it at the moment. So again, it's fully functional, but I think that bipolar bear is a bit flaky. So I really wouldn't want to trust that for gigs at this moment in time. I might have the replacement board looked at again and see whether we can put that back in there at some point. But yeah, the sound on these is probably my favourite of all of the Trace Elliot amplifiers. It's just a shame it doesn't have a reliable power section in it. If I could get hold of the MOSFET version, that would be brilliant. Okay, and then moving up, so what have we got here? This is an AH350 SM, so it's a GP7 SM amplifier. So this one's got the 7-band EQ. Again, it's got a black light on the front of it, so probably one of the earlier ones in the SM range. You can tell the early ones because they've got this kind of black vinyl sort of cover to them, whereas the later ones have got this green carpet. Generally these green carpet ones were when Cayman had taken over Trace Elliot, and that's when these ones came out. These ones are up here, they're a little bit earlier, so these might be 94, 95, these might be 90, 95, 96, I'm not too sure. So that's that one. Again, beast of an amp, all working perfectly, this one. They're all gathering a little bit of dust in here now. I might sell them one day because I've got too many amplifiers really. Okay, this is your basic workhorse amp. The Series 6 7-band, and I think this is either a 100 or a 200 watt, probably 100 watt amplifier. But still pretty loud, does everything that you need it to do. Totally reliable. Again, on the video that I made of this one, we take it apart and I confirm what the power section is. But yeah, great workhorse amplifier, all working perfectly. This one's actually in really good condition compared to some of the others some of these others have been knocked about a bit over the years. Then above that, we've got another GP7 SM. This one's a rack mount version, and it's got the 250 watt power staging. So again, 7-band, bog standard, slightly earlier than the GP12 SMX, and probably maybe slightly later, or the same sort of era as this GP7. This one's actually got a bit of a problem in that it buzzes occasionally. You give it a bang and it works again. It's probably time for a recap for this particular amplifier. I used to use it quite a lot, but I don't use this one anymore. So that's those on the shelf. And here, this one is my V-type. And the V-type, this is before they designated it the V4, so this is one of the earlier models. And I bought this off a friend of mine in Melbourne many years ago now. Originally they ran with KT88 tubes. I had a couple of goes at running KT120s in it, but they kept breaking when I was transporting the amp. So my tech eventually put KT90s in there, so I've got some KT90 tubes in there at the moment. There's again a whole video on this where we tried different things. We tried 65, 60s and various other types of tubes, and what some of those results were. So again, I'll talk about that in my V-type video. I don't think I would get rid of this one. This one I'll probably hand down to my son at some point. It's just a great amplifier. I've had it for so long now. I don't see me ever letting go of that. And that's coupled with a 410. And again, I bought that off the same friend in Melbourne. So I've had this probably since 2007, I would say. Those others I've sort of acquired later. Here's my Trace Elliot Elf. So tiny little thing, 200 watts of power. I've got the 2x8 and the 1x10 speaker cabinets, so I get the full 200 watts out of this thing. I use this the majority of the time now just to save my back. Most of the gigs I do have got sound reinforcement, so we've got a PA, so you know, I don't need to worry about having a massive amp and carting that into the venue. So basically all of these others are kind of obsolete unless I was to start doing some recording again, because this thing does what I need. I couple this with the Trace Elliot Transit B as well, so that gives me a little bit more tone shaping. You know, if I had my time again, would I go with the Elf? Probably not. I think the cabs are not too bad. I quite fancy the dark glass actually, but maybe sometime in the future I'll upgrade that. I still want to keep things really small for my live setup. Then over here was a recent addition. So this is another V-type, but this is the hybrid version. So this is the 300H. So what do I mean by hybrid? So all I mean by that is it's got a valve preamp section and a solid state power amp. Now I saw an earlier one of these and I wish I'd have bought it. It was earlier in terms of design, but it had the board swapped out for the later MOSFET board. So this one again has got a bipolar bar in it, but you can see it's pretty immaculate. I reckon this has hardly been used, and when I take this apart, it's the first bipolar bar I've seen that hasn't had a repair to it. So every other one I've seen has got things burnt out, tracks burnt out, and various components replaced and repaired. This one hasn't been touched, so I don't think this amplifier's seen much use at all. Bought this one quite recently, and again I've got a video where I take this thing apart and you can see inside it. and that's sat on my 1x15, and that's an older 1x15, probably mid-90s again, but it'd be older than the other amp, the other cab for sure. So that's it. That's what I've got. So what we got: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Trace Elliot bass amps. There's probably too many, and that doesn't include the ones I've bought and sold as well. I also had a GP7 combo in here, which I sold off, and I had a Series 6 combo as well. Replaced the speakers in both of those and then sold them. And my first Trace Elliot amp way back in the 90s, which I bought from Musical Exchanges in Birmingham, that was a GP7 130 combo, 1x15 combo. Had that amp for years. Sold it when I bought the V-Type. In a way, I wish I'd have kept it. It was a really good amplifier, but as you can see, I've augmented my collection synths. So, I guess the question is, have I got too many? Or not enough? Let me know in the comments what you think. I might let them go. I might start to let them go because, you know, I'd rather somebody use them than have them just stuck here in the studio not doing anything. I did have a plan that I would actually, maybe a retirement project, I would actually do all these amps up, do all the necessary repairs, but also in terms of, you know, recapping them and that sort of thing, and get also to recover them and make them look as good as new. I'm not sure how realistic a plan that is and how much time I'm going to have in the future. So yeah, let me know if you're interested, and maybe maybe you can prize one out of my hands. You know, thanks for watching anyway. Hope you found this video interesting and useful. I will be doing some more videos shortly on some of my guitars. So stay tuned for that. And of course, if I come across any more Trace Elliot amps, I'll probably buy them and I'll probably do a video on them, and then maybe resell them again.